Hey, welcome back everybody. My name is Junior. Thank you for watching my channel Amused Jester. So now we are back to part 2 to the Thundercats lair. I have added an extra inch on this door. I have curved over here the archway. I am basically what I want to do is map out exactly, not exactly, kind of what's going on. So this is the Thundercat symbol. So this one is going to be copying kind of what the Super 7 looks like. Um, Let me see. See, cat symbol, cat's head. This is the end of the shoulders over here, and then goes on. But I need to see the width of this one because the length, height-wise, it looks good right now. But I don't. Once I add the side, I don't want it to look like it's squat. So um, Hey guys, I'm sorry it's been a while since I've updated this. I know this is still going to be part 2, but I believe the last thing we did was gluing this part, the wings over here. I actually made a mistake. Um, the angle was not what I wanted. Even right now, I still don't like this angle. I would have preferred a little bit more steeper angle, but this is obviously the most I can do. It pulled off quite easily. Um, Not quite easily, but I was able to pull it off with effort and not damage the this too much. And what I did then was just basically change the angle of this particular piece. It's the best I could do because, and then also had to consider the fact that this is going to be raised, so I need to see how it's going to turn out. But anyway, I also cut off a little bit here. I feel like this is gonna be where the stairs are at, and I feel like I'm gonna get that stair function like this. It doesn't have to be steep anyway. In the meantime, I didn't show how I constructed this, but it's fairly easy. I think I showed the part where I was putting in a box over here to see how it kind of looks and how long I wanted it done. So off camera, I constructed this out of a really basic foam installation that I had. I'm not too worried about how flimsy it is compared to this one because I am going to create support here on the side and the outside. I'm also not concerned about the texture because I will be covering it up with plastic, and I'll also be doing plastic dip on it to protect it. So like I said, it's only going to be for looks anyway. So it's once you get the measurements done, and I also use the Gorilla Glue on this one. Once you get the measurements done, it's a fairly easy box thing. So I felt like I didn't need to show it to you guys. Plus, it's so big that I was basically doing it off camera. So it's going to look. It's kind of big, isn't it? So hold on a second. So just to show off what it kind of looks like now, that's how it is. I'm not concerned about how this thing is uneven because we're gonna cut that off in camera. So I lowered the ramp a little bit so that there's not enough space over there. I'm gonna change. So what am I going to do? I want to work on the outside part today. I needed to do these first because I needed to know how the side is going to look and all that stuff. So I feel like from here to here is not enough distance. This is too short, I feel. I'm just putting that out to kind of gauge the depth that I want. I'm gonna make one from here, and then this one should be, I feel like it should be like that. So I'm gonna have to add an additional one part from here. Okay, it's gonna be like that. So that's what we're going to be working on. So this is why I needed this, so I can figure out how long this part is. So let's get some measurements out. So this is pretty much as far back as I have to be to get where the Thundercats Cat's Lair is currently at right now. As you've seen in this part of the video, we worked on adding this part over here. I didn't show how to construct the box because it's just a box and the measurement. This is not yet attached. There's gonna be an additional part that goes over here. This is the reason why I needed to do these two, because I needed to see how this has to go in. And I cut this part over here. It's not a good cut, as you can see, but all that stuff can be remedied later on because I can patch that up. And then I'm gonna close this part off, but I just needed to get this cave in over here. And then I went ahead and closed off this part over here and the one of the stairs over there. And the stairs I didn't show. Sorry about that. I thought it was running, but my camera wasn't recording at the time. And then there's gonna be a base over here. That's basically where the whole thing's gonna sit. I've drawn out where I'm gonna put the body of the cat. These two doors are temporary. I just put it in there for now. And of course the Thundercat symbol. So there you go for the second part of the video. Thank you so much for watching my videos again. And I hope you guys are enjoying the speed building of this. But that's the only way. I'm thinking of streaming things, but when I do, I won't be able to see your comments anyway, so you're just going to be watching me doing it in parts for a long time. So I don't know if that's feasible. But the next part, I'm going to stop on this one on the hands because I just needed it to get it all done. I'll concentrate on doing this part, the body part, and then the lion's part over here. So stay tuned for part 2. That's probably going to take a while because I do want to finish the Snake Mountain review and painting that I'm doing and the base, the diorama base. But see, maybe in about a week or so I'll have some stuff going on. But this whole thing was basically just to see the dimensions of the Thundercats Lair, to see how it's gonna fit in my space. But you can see all my space is pretty full right now. It's a big part. It's like $650. But if you don't have the skill, or even if you do, and your time is it really depends on how much time you have and how much you value your time. Is $650 worth the value of what Super7 is asking for their Cat's Lair? For how big this thing is, it's already, mine is slightly bigger than theirs, probably like 10%, 15% bigger than theirs. Because I kind of futz around with the dimensions and the design and everything. But for how big this thing is, how much time it's gonna cost you guys to do it on your own, is, you know. But if you want to save the money, if you don't want to spend $650, then you can. It's not that hard. It's all planes and all that stuff. The hardest part is the cat's head over here, and I'll show you guys how to do that. But if you don't have the skill or the time to do it, $650, it's not bad for the value of what they're asking. And then the play feature that it expands and all that stuff, because obviously theirs cuts off here, and I felt that wasn't enough. But then theirs expand more towards there, so it's even wider than this. The $650 value, I think it's worth it, because for me to do this, the fun of making it adds to the value for me. To see if I can do it, to see if I can match it and all that stuff. But if you guys were to hire somebody to customize, build your diorama like this, $650 is not a lot of money to spend on this. Nobody would do this for $650. It's a lot of time and effort. Probably, if somebody were to ask me how to do this, probably like $800 to $1,000 to do something like that. To what Super7 is asking, and even that is not is not gonna cover the time because I'm just building it right now. I still have to paint it. I still have to probably put lights in it and all that stuff. So, but for me, it's worth it because it's fun. The whole thing is fun. But for me to do it for somebody else, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of effort. But I think Super 7 is definitely asking for the right price, 650 for something like this. Yeah, even I thought Eternia was. Yeah, is it Eternia? Yeah, the Mattel one that was also worth the money I spent on $600 because that's gonna be about this big and it's got a lot of motorized running parts and all that stuff that it's harder for me to replicate. It's got a lot of angles, got a lot of round features and everything, but I'll finish this off because it's really fun. I don't know where I'm gonna display it. If I could, I mean it's big, man. It's just freaking humongous. Sorry about the mess, but I need to work on my Snake Mountain. So thank you again for watching. There's gonna be a part 3 for sure. I will finish it. I just don't know where I'm gonna put it afterwards, but I want to finish it so I can display my Thundercats on it. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.